hold on. First, I want to talk about how much I hate this game and how pissed off I am every single year when they put out a new game and I spend $89.99 on it, because all they do is gouge you for that money for little tweaks, little nothings that
it's
they
a
do in
roster
this game.
update.
Yeah.
It's not enough. And I thought, maybe this is the year, maybe they put a little more effort in it. But it seems like COVID's taken a toll on EA as well. Because listen to all these glitches I've come across playing this game. And this is bad because realistically, I haven't played this game that much. I haven't spent much time in it. So the first one I realized was I got into GM mode. I wanted to see how the Devils stacked up. And I look at the defense, and the chemistry for what line each player plays well on shows forwards. It shows what forward line the defense would play on. So I thought, okay, well, like, how does this work? Can I put them on forward? What it would look like? And I actually started putting defensemen on the first and second line, and I got +5 to their overalls for it. Absolutely
Jesus
ridiculous.
Christ.
The next one that's drove me crazy for the last 3 years, and they haven't changed, is if you're close to the bottom of the salary cap and your goalie gets hurt, it causes all sorts of problems for you. Your goalie gets hurt, so you have to pull someone up from the minors. And when your goalie is healthy again, you have to send that guy back down. So I go to send him back down, and it says, oh, you'll be below the NHL salary cap if you do this. So you try to send down other players, and it says the same thing. But you can't keep going because you're over the amount of players you're allowed. So you hit auto roster fixes, and it sends down the freaking goalie. That's all it does. All it does is send down the goalie and then edits all your lines again. So you got to go through all that again.
Let me just say, hold on, just before we move on, let me just say, as playing with the Leafs in franchise mode, I have never once had the problem of being at the bottom of the salary cap floor.
Okay. I'm going to try to fly through these. Next one, I'm playing my career mode. It comes to, or my GM mode. It comes to signing phase. I re-signed Josh Jacobs and Colton White to contracts. They accept. I see the accepting. And then I go to use them in the next year. They're both gone. Nowhere to be found. Can't find these two defensemen. I go into player search. I search for Colton White, and I see him on the free agent list. And I go, well, that's weird. I definitely just signed this guy. So I go into the free agent list, sort alphabetically, go down to where White should be. He's not in it. He's not available in any form for the rest of the year. Have to re-sign him as a free agent the year after. Absolutely ridiculous. The next one is a little stupid one. Chad told me he's playing Be a Pro, and every time Pavel Buchnevich scores a goal, the announcer screams out, oh, in his first goal of the playoffs. And then the stats will show that he has 9 goals already this playoffs.
Yeah, even if it's in like the third round or the cup final, it says that. Stupid.
Okay, and then the next one, I noticed this when I was editing the players because their rosters are terrible. We're going to go into that more. I go into the editing screen, and it says Kevin Ball is a 72 overall. And then I go in to edit his stats, and the overall in the edit stat screen says 68 overall. So which one is it, EA? Figure it out. The next one, they added something I love. They added an all-time record book. It shows the top scorers, top games played for each franchise or for the whole league, all-time, everything. Cool. I was like, that's sweet. I get a year into the GM mode, and I go to look at the all-time games played. Guess who's on the list in the top 5? UC Saros, Jacob Markstrom, and Aaron Dell are on the all-time games played at 1,800 games.
Leafs legend.
You're
Aaron
telling
Dell.
me a backup goalie who's 28 has played 1,800 games? Impossible. Way to go, EA. You blew it again. The next one, the first year in GM mode, you can't see the rookie stats. You can't see how the rookies are doing. And then you go into the draft, and you can't see how they did throughout the year. So how do you draft a player when you don't know how he's played? Unbelievably bad. Like, that's just terrible. The last one I have here is auto scouting. So I set my scouts to auto scout, and I go into the draft, and they don't have any info on the top 100 players. I go, that's weird. So I go into the next year, and I set auto drafting again, and I go and look at who they're drafting. They're drafting the 500th rank player in the OHL and any player around there. They're not drafting anyone in the top 100,
Scouting.
any of the leagues, or scouting. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. And I guess the last one to top it all off, they did an update, and I was like, oh, cool, this might work. I started in LA GM mode, got in there, went to put a player into the lineup, and I got stuck in the little screen where it says insert in all lines or insert in selected line, and I couldn't play the game anymore. I had to close it. I had to shut the PlayStation off. I just went for a walk after that. I was steaming.
You Snapchatted me that one.
Anyways, this is just how bad this game is. $89.99, please.
Yeah, that's dude, that's brutal. I didn't know you were gonna bring up the Buchnevich one, because if you didn't, I was going to. But that blew me away. It just like I was in the conference finals or maybe the cup finals or something. Buchnevich scores like his fucking 12th goal of the playoffs or something, and you've got James Sobalski going nuts, and he scores his first playoff goal. It's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, it's so bad, man. Like even the easy thing, just like stats, like that's just freaking data entry. Unbelievable.
That is a case that is quite the laundry list of glitches in the game. But you know what? Like they're all ones that Chad and I are shaking our heads to that, like, yeah, we can relate to those. And like just to add on, James Sobalski and Ray Ferraro, like it is the same comments and just things that they say from last year's game.
Oh,
and
Harp, I scored 460 goals, so I should know a thing or two about this. Oh, thanks, Ray.
Yeah. And then someone scores a hat trick. I had 9 of these, James, and I can't believe I got 9.
or a defenseman takes a clap bomb from the point, misses the net by not even that much. Oh, he's got to adjust the sights on that one. Oh, he's just crazy. And then Case, the other thing about the scouting and the drafting and everything, like just a couple of examples from this year's draft. Jack Quinn, like you said, can't find any stats on him from the OHL. 55 overall, drafted 8th overall, so why isn't he higher? And then Dawson Mercer, 18th overall, 63. Like, how does that make sense at all?
Yeah, they really didn't update the prospects at all. It's crazy.
No, it is. And
for
like
example,
you said,
Jeremy Pitlick was drafted 4th round this year. He's a top 6 medium forward with 63 overall. He was drafted by the Devils 4th round, and Dawson Mercer was a top 9, 63 overall. It's like, come on, guys, let's figure it out.